Hello, everyone. My name is Anissa, and for my portion of our group project, I was in charge of filling out the startup or project budget. So, the company that we chose to go with was Starbucks. The type of product slash service that they are a coffee shop. And then some startup costs for the category equipment. So, we put coffee making equipment, roughly that costs around $25,000. For internet devices for mobile ordering, it costs around $4,000. For ingredients such as the coffee beans, the milks, syrups, and other, it was about $500. And for miscellaneous, we put around $350. For promotional items, business cards, and uniforms, roughly it's about $30,000. For our website development, it's about $50,000. For training for the employees and managers, it's roughly around $350. Permits and licenses came out to about $315,000. Corporation filing, that's about $500,000. For professional services such as the CPA or the attorneys, it came out to about $20,000. Initial advertising, that came out to $15,000. For initial inventory, the cost was about $50,000. For tenant improvement and construction, $15,000. For initial supplies, that was $50,000. For lease deposit, that was around $600,000. And for loan fees, that came out to $20,000. In total, the subtotal came out to $1,695,200. And for the reverse to meet cash flow needs, that's about $1,395,200. For total startup costs, came out to $300,000. And for our cash available for investment, that was $250,000, and our long-term business loan was $50,000. We created these numbers based off of one store, not Starbucks as a whole, to make our business project a bit more manageable.
Hi, my name is America Salas. I'll be presenting the financial assumptions in year one profit and loss projections of our Starbucks expansion project, which focuses on opening a new Starbucks cafe location in a high traffic urban area. The business is targeting urban professionals and college students with an average customer purchase of about $8.50 per visit. We estimate approximately 250 customers per day in year one, operating about 30 days per month. Based on target demand and Starbucks' strong brand recognition, we projected steady monthly sales growth throughout the year. We also assume that the cost of goods sold, including coffee beans, food, and packaging, would average about 35% of sales revenue. Payroll expenses include one store manager and about 10 baristas, with payroll taxes estimated at 8%. Other assumptions are a monthly rent expense of about $1,200, utility costs averaging to 2,500 per month. Marketing focuses heavily on social media and local advertising. Depreciation expense of approximately 2,500 monthly, a loan interest of 7% for a startup financing. And now moving to the year one profit and loss statement. Sales begin at approximate Sales begin at approximately $60,000 in the first month and gradually increase to over $90,000 by December, reflecting customer growth and seasonal demand during the holidays. Because Starbucks operates with relatively strong margins, the business is expected to maintain healthy gross profits after covering products costs. Major operating expenses include payroll, rent, marketing, insurance, and utilities. Even though startup businesses often face heavy initial expenses, the projections show that the cafe can move towards prof- profit toward profit by managing strong sales growth and controlling operating costs carefully. Overall, this analysis demonstrates that the Starbucks expansion project appears financially realistic and sustainable, with a strong revenue potential and manageable operating expenses.
The
Thank you.
reason many sections in my cash flow year one are showing zero, it's because those categories did not have any activity during that year. In cash flow statements, if the business did not spend or received any money in that category, it just stays at zero.
Hi, I will also be explaining our projected income statement for year two. And we are showing here in this little spread the expected financial performance for the second year of our operations for Starbucks. And we have our monthly sales, expenses, and overall profitability based on expected customer growth. So we can see here in our total sales, we start out about 71,000 in January and end up at 151K in December. And we can credit this increase to expected customer growth, stronger brand awareness, seasonal demand, and increased marketing in the holiday seasons. And our total is about 1.5 million for year two in our total annual sales. Our costs of goods sold, which is the percentage of sales, we estimated about at 35% of sales, which is typical for a coffee business. And our gross profit is a consistent margin of 65% throughout the year. And it is approximately $685,321. Going over other things in this spread, we have stuff like facility and utility costs, and that is largely credited to rent, which is about $12,000 per month, and utility, internet, insurance remains relatively stable throughout the year. As for payroll and staffing, we estimate about $4,000 a month with additional payroll taxes and workers' compensation costs. We have variable expenses with like credit card fees and shipping and supplies and promotional materials during peak seasons like December and November. As for profitability, we have a projected profit before taxes is approximately $200,000 for the year, and we estimated income taxes at 25%. After the taxes, the projected net profit is approximately $151,000 on almost $152,000, resulting in a 14.4% net profit margin. In conclusion, this business plan shows that Starbucks has strong potential for growth and long-term success. The financial projections demonstrate steady increases in sales throughout the year while keeping expenses controlled and manageable. The business is expected to generate over $1 million in sales annually, with higher revenue during the holiday seasons due to increased customer demand and marketing efforts. And overall, this plan demonstrates that Starbucks can operate successfully in a competitive market by focusing on customer demand, consistent product quality, effective marketing, and smart financial management. With continued growth and strong operational planning, Starbucks is well positioned for future profitability and expansion.